let's recap the entire strength camp so far. On day 1, we performed leg exercise. On day 2, we performed upper body and core exercises. On day 3, we focused on active rest and performed a few stretches. And on day 4, we combined the exercises from day 1 and 2 to see if you could beat the time from your previous attempts. Today, we will be taking advantage of our active rest day to focus purely on nutrition. So let's begin.
Welcome to day 5 of the MS Workout 7-Day Strength Camp. Today's class will be all about nutrition and what goes into a healthy meal plan. Most of you already know that nutrition is a key component of gaining strength. But what some of you may not know is exactly what goes into a nutritional plan that maximizes muscular strength. If you don't give your muscles the nutrients that they need in order to get stronger, they simply won't get stronger. It doesn't matter how much you exercise. If you're not eating nutrient-dense foods, you will not get the results that you're looking for. Remember to download the Nutritional Fundamentals PDF guide. It is a great resource that can help guide you toward a healthy meal each and every time you cook. With that being said, let's head over to the PracFit Kitchen to learn some of the basics of a nutritious meal. Alright, nutritional fundamentals, an aspect of our life that is not only great for muscle building, fat loss, but decreasing inflammation. Very important. Energy levels, you name it, I could go on and on and on. Now, we have sent you the PDF with nutritional fundamentals. I suggest download it, read through it. Not going to go step by step right here. Going to give you the high points. Nutrients are literally going to allow you to build your body, keep it strong. So from a nutritional standpoint, whole foods, they're the best. We're going to focus on 3 main things when it comes to whole foods. The quality of your calorie. Number 2, frequency and timing. And number 3, the portion sizes. Now, real quick, quality of your calorie. You want to make sure that each of your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you've got protein, fat, and carbohydrate. Plain and simply put, again, coming from whole food sources. Number 2, frequency and timing. There's all kinds of thoughts, research, diets, fads, all kinds of stuff that are out there. And a lot of different things can work for a lot of different people. When it comes to frequency and timing, one of the most important things to understand is that you do need to make sure you're spacing your meals out. And really and truly from a standpoint of making sure that your insulin levels come back down from being spiked, which will negatively affect if they don't come back down, not only body fat storage, but energy levels, and we could go on and on. Not gonna be great for inflammation as well. So making sure you're giving yourself about 3 hours in between meals. So, frequency and timing. Last, portion size. You're gonna notice today these portions are a little bit large on the plates. That's okay. If you're eating and focusing on your quality of your calorie and your food, your portion sizes aren't gonna mean as much. There's not as many calories in these whole food, fibrous carbohydrates, good quality nutrient plates as the processed type foods that you're gonna get out of a box and or a package. So we really wanna focus on, first and foremost, again, the quality calorie, and last but not least, then the portion sizes. So let's go ahead and take a look at these individual plates. Okay guys, let's take a look here. We have, again, a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. I'm gonna start on the far right side here. We have 2 different options. I know time is of an essence for most of us. Most of us are busy individuals, and one of the limiting factors is time that typically keeps people from having a quality nutrient base from a food standpoint. So, if that is the case for you, we have the shake, morning shake. We've got some roll of it a minute ago, me putting it together. You can see it literally took about 1 minute and 45 seconds to prepare this. So time is not an excuse for this one. We've got some whole nutrients. Notice in every one of these meals, I'm gonna talk about the 3 different types of calories that are in. Protein, carbohydrate, and fat. And you wanna make sure you're getting all 3 in each one of your meals for numerous reasons. Make sure you're digging into that nutritional fundamentals. We are in our shake. Now, If you have time and you can cook breakfast, I do suggest you to do so. Whole foods are always better. Our whole food plate here, we have 3 eggs, we have kale, we have avocado, and we have black beans. So on the plate, the eggs, we have 3 eggs because that's close to 24 grams of protein. You want, again, around 24 to 30 grams of protein. We have the kale, very high in nutrient value. We have the avocado, which is good healthy fat. And we have the black beans, which is where your carbohydrate source is going to come from. It's important to get carbs in the morning time because that's where your energy comes from, plain and simply put. I'm not going to get in here today into these ketonic type diets and all the above. We're talking about general nutrition here, nutritional fundamentals. So, breakfast, get it in. Have the options. We also have some more options on the actual nutrition fundamentals as well. Let's go ahead and move on to our lunch. The lunch, notice our lunch, we have green lentils, green beans, we have a veggie patty, and we also have pumpkin seeds. So the green lentils, that is a complex carbohydrate. That's energy again. Now, the complex carbohydrate, you want to make sure you're keeping the complex carbohydrate, which is like rice, quinoa, lentils, earlier in the day. Beans, okay, which we had for breakfast. You want to keep them earlier in the day because that's where the brunt of the energy comes from. Too many times individuals have those complex carbohydrates later in the day, which is going to lead to stored body fat and all kinds of host of other issues. So green beans, nutrient dense, but a fibrous carbohydrate, higher in fiber. And we have the veggie patty option just for people who are vegan, vegetarian, you don't want to eat meat, perfectly fine. You can still make sure you're getting your protein in. The green lentils, very high in protein as well too. So whole foods, easy to do, make sure you're getting it done. Let's move on to the dinner. Now, dinner. We have chicken, okay? So protein, very high in protein. If you like chicken, you do, you don't. The way we season this chicken, balsamic vinaigrette, a little bit of lemon pepper, and turmeric, right? We're gonna throw it on just about everything. Acorn squash as well as broccoli. Now, one of the things I wanna really point out the difference between our dinner and our lunch, which I mentioned a second ago, is that notice the dinner, we took 2 vegetables, right? We have acorn squash and broccoli, 2 fibrous vegetables choices. We do not have a rice, a quinoa, a lentil, anything like that because that's a higher volume carbohydrate. So keep the carbohydrate volume lower because you're getting ready to go to bed. We want to make sure we have the biggest release of hormone during sleep and we don't need those calories. We just plain and simply don't. Protein, protein, protein. Obviously, again, it's a big portion. That's perfectly fine. You can pull back. As I mentioned before, and you've seen the nutritional fundamentals, the quality of the calorie and the frequency and timing are the most important. Okay guys, the big takeaway from today, first and foremost, results do not come directly from exercise. Exercise is merely a communication to the body. Your results come from the recovery process, and that's why we're talking about nutrients. Nutrients in food is what allows you to get results. If you exercise, you can exercise as much as you want and as hard as you want. If you don't eat food and eat healthy food, you're not going to see results. We need to decrease inflammation in your body. We need to add muscular strength in your joints. And the way that you do that is through healthy, nutrient-dense foods. Plain and simply put. What I want you to take away from it again is making sure your plate is full of protein, around 30 grams per meal ideally. Complex carbohydrates, lunch and breakfast, so beans, rice, quinoa, lentils, as well as fibrous carbohydrates, green beans, right? Broccoli, asparagus, zucchini. We have a whole list of nutritional fundamentals. When you go to the evening time, okay, make sure you're keeping the complex carbohydrates out. No couscous, quinoa, things of that nature. And then sprinkle in fat throughout your diet. Fats are going to help with hormone levels. It's going to help with actual brain health. We could go on and on and on. So making sure, again, you're going whole foods and making nutrition a priority in your life, plain and simply put. With a disease like multiple sclerosis, it is very important to make sure you're delivering the nutrients to your body and keeping inflammation out. And that's what this whole food, nutrient-focused diet is going to allow you to do. I hope today's Strength Camp will inspire some creativity in the kitchen. Nutrition and fitness goes hand in hand, and I cannot stress the importance of a healthy meal enough. And don't forget, we've included in the email the free PDF of our Nutritional Fundamental Guide. Our clients like to place the guide right on their refrigerator because not only does it help remind them to make healthy choices, but it's a heck of a little shopping list as well. Send us a message at team@msworkouts.com and tell us your favorite recipes. We are big foodies and we love sharing pictures of food and ideas. Remember, your body has enjoyed a full day off. It is recovered and it is ready for some more exercise. In tomorrow's class, we're going to be targeting foot drop, something that millions of people worldwide deal with. So we'll see you there.